Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everyone? Today I am going to make a quick video on Bitcoin. I'm going to try to make it 5 minutes, and we're going to go through 4 charts, 4 time frames that Gann, the trader, used to use. So we're going to go through the yearly, the monthly, and the weekly and the daily. And we're going to assess their trends to see, yo, is Bitcoin in a bullish trend? Are they in alignment with each other? And what's going on? So here's the daily chart, but let's go ahead and start with the yearly. The yearly is at top left, 365 days, and this is Bitstamp. Just because my Binance charts are being used right now, and I believe I have price calls already. So this is basically our support and resistances. And on the all-time high, guys, the next candle that opens is in 100 days. And that's going to be, just to keep it in perspective for us, that in 100 days, the trend basically is going to be affected. Same thing here, okay? The monthly closes in 8 days, in 8 hours. That means that basically, sorry about my computer being so loud, eh? It's being kind of heated. So when it comes to monthly chart, we're still in an uptrend. We're still in an uptrend here, more like neutral, like we're ranging, right? We're in a range, but we're still in an uptrend unless we can break this low at 8,905. And we're in an uptrend, a continuation, if we break 11,457. Okay, so I'm going to be watching the monthly close in 8 days, because if we open a new month inside this range, I still have to confirm if the rule of 3, this is how I'm using it, that Gann used the rule of 3, and basically it's a really simple way of trading the markets and just looking at the market, right, with the price. So here's the weekly chart right here. We'll get back to the monthly in a minute in the rule of 3. But basically you'll know more of what I mean. So right here, if you count 1, 2, 3, and then you're basically on this candle. So on the weekly chart, 10,570, if you close above that, 10,570, we're still in a continuation uptrend. Now, downtrend gets confirmed if we break in 9,825, 9,825 on the weekly. And if we close inside this range, it becomes a range where it's basically neutral. And yeah, so the weekly closes in 5 days. So the next candle is going to be like this. Now, my question is, do we count like this? 1, 2, 3, and this becomes the new confirmation? Or is it like this? Or is it like 1, 2, 3? I think that's how it's supposed to be counted, which means that right now in the weekly chart we're in a huge range, and then next candle it becomes this. I'm not 100% sure. I have to do a double check. He wasn't too clear on it, but what he says is basically 3 consecutive closes in the same direction, just like this. See the monthly chart? 1, 2, 3. That means a trend change right here. Change of behavior. 3 consecutive closes in the same direction. And that's an easy thing that you can add to your tool belt, especially if you're a lower time frame trader. It's harder to find it on. So I use larger time frames to keep in perspective and to keep emotionally and psychologically cool. Okay, so here's the daily chart. Last but not least, this will show us the minor fluctuations, but the trend changes. And of course, it ripples onto the weekly and the monthly and the yearly. And the yearly, as you can see, is looking like it's a big uptrend. So in 100 days, are we going to continue to uptrend all the way past 20,000, or are we going to continue to range? Those are the questions I ask. Now, let's go to the daily. Currently, right now, we have 7 hours, 7.5 hours to close this candle. and then the range becomes 1, 2, 3, either this candle or this candle here. So we have resistance right here at 10,740, 10,740, and the range that we have to break is basically 11,000 in order for us to be in an uptrend at this point in time. So it's not really the best trade to be taking right now. I know some people believe in the golden ratio. If we add up the Fibonacci, just like so, we are hitting at the golden ratio on the daily chart. There's many counts that you can do here, but I'm not trying to guess. I'm just trying to anticipate the market, and I'm trying to trade the trend. Okay, that's literally all I'm trying to do, and try to make some money as a trader, right? So we can look at some other charts that I have. Here's Binance, some more Fibonacci extensions. We have a huge resistance clutter right here at 13,300, right? And we missed it right there. And basically, again, this is the yearly chart on Binance. Okay, and we have a 61.8. So that basically your resistance. You can do this by yourself. This is just some extra tid notes, you know, like. But something I do want to point out in this video on the monthly chart on Binance is that you see this price call right here, 9,200 or 9,300. If it gets below that, I believe that Bitcoin is going to start falling very hard. And that is also a confirmation of breaking this candle right here. Right? So on the monthly chart, we close in 8 days once again. And I really do believe why this call is just has something to do with the trend where it starts to turn. Okay, as you can see with this trend line, it's starting to go down. It's the same trend line, it's just copied, and yeah, it's just mathematics. On the weekly, we have a heart line that we're kind of on right now, as you can see, heart line, and it's just basically more technical indicators. And here's the daily chart. We're just basically in this range, right? So yes, we have the possible chance, and here's some dates for you guys. We have the chance to so October is definitely going to be a pivotal moment in the trend. A confirmation of this one here. Try to use your imagination. What do you think is going to happen next month, right? This candle here, the next candle for the monthly, because it's going to be a pivotal point on the daily chart, and then it's going to ripple through the weekly, and the weekly is going to ripple there and there, right? So that's how the trends work, and as we have to basically capitalize on that, right? So the trends work by ripple effect, and we want to be able to capitalize it on the lowest time frame possible without being whipsawed. And I believe that's going to be the daily chart. It could be a little bit higher. I usually don't use the daily, but this is what Gan used, and Gan has taught me this far on how to trade basically. So once again, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to confirm here. Where you can also use 3, 6, and 9, those numbers in a sequence with resistance and support and resistances. And basically the clutter of it, sorry about that noise, on the weekly is going to be right here. So the strong support at about 9,800 where we've already been. So we might double bottom here, guys. You know, we might double bottom here like this, boom, boom, and then come back upwards. And if that gets confirmed on the weekly, we're going to see, and if that gets confirmed on the daily, you want to be buying Bitcoin on every single pullback. Okay, probably in another video, I'm gonna cover the volume, because I'm still trying to understand what the heck is going on here. Just this year alone, we have a volume of 18.5 million. Guys, that's the total circulating supply only on this exchange. So, I mean, that tells you something is going on with the volume of Bitcoin. And yes, I now use a line, because I'm going to use both of them, because my subconscious and my mind, my thinking mind, works very well, like understands this volume very, very well. But yes, it's clean right now. And I understand if you go on the weekly chart here, or is it the monthly? Like some of these trends, I suggest that you use this. It's just a normal volume indicator turned into a line, and if you start to understand it on a higher time frame, like it actually works as support and resistances. So I can start covering that, and we've broken. So lower volume coming downwards, lower volume coming downwards on the monthly chart. So are they really selling? Interesting. Are they really selling? We got some higher volume on the daily right here. So they're selling a little bit, but are we going to get support here? We want to see a bounce. We want to see a bounce within the next 8 hours. So yeah, volume is a really, really interesting indicator. Here's the weekly right here. Yeah, you can definitely find trends and stuff like that. Gann also talks about the law of vibration. The law of vibration is basically the rule of three, or the law of three again. Excuse me. And I bought that book. Someone's trying to explain it, basically being like that, ABC, that patterns within nature, within everything, it's like a fractal pattern for ABCs. So that's the law of vibration. I'm still learning, and learning how to actually apply it into trading. But right now, to be honest, I closed my short. I'm not in a trade right now because I'm looking for a trend confirmation, you know, a trend confirmation. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, bringing to you nice and sweet. I'm going to basically plan on making better content, more organized, so I can bring to the community, not just for you guys, but also for myself, because I do need an organized process of thinking, and I believe that using videos will keep me accountable towards doing this. So again, sorry for this video being 12 minutes long. I'm going to try to make them shorter as possible. And yeah, I hope you like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, comment if you have any questions or quick stuff. Peace.